it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It is Thursday, July 4th, 2024, and I'm so happy you're here. Tell me what time it is when you're watching. Are you going to see fireworks tonight after Thursday Night Stamp Therapy? Are you skipping fireworks tonight? Are you watching on the replay and you already watched fireworks? Tell me about the fireworks situation. I am staying home tonight, but Jim is taking some of the kids out to see fireworks, and I'm going to stay with the dogs and with Anna, who are not so much of a big fan of fireworks. I am ambivalent. I like a good fireworks show, but I don't like crowds, so they kind of go hand in hand sometimes. Tell me how you've been celebrating today. Here in the United States, it is Independence Day, the 4th of July, and we are celebrating. I've actually been staying inside today. It's kind of a rainy day. But we grilled out and had a great meal together as a family. So good to have everybody here, just the 6 of us. So it's been kind of a quiet 4th of July, but we'll be celebrating all weekend, of course. Oh, Christine, I'm sorry about the commercial. But you're not missing anything. You'll start at the beginning, just as everybody else does after that commercial. The commercial is ad revenue for my channel, and it helps me to be able to bring you videos, and it helps to put hot dogs on the table on 4th of July days. So thank you for watching that brief ad. I do appreciate all of your support of my channel. So happy to see so many of you here. Sue says she's watching the movie 1776. Ooh, I've got to check that one out. And Sharon is, oh, you've got fireworks going off down the block. How perfect to just be able to sit on your deck and enjoy. Last year we were at an Airbnb, and I stayed home with a couple of the kids who didn't like fireworks, and the neighbors at that home, they were lighting them off. Oh my gosh, like it was so loud. And so we were trying to avoid all that noise, and we couldn't. It was right there. Oh, I guess maybe the hello gets cut off. I'll say it again for you. Hello. I'm so happy you're here, Fonda. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Well, I have a very special project to kick us off today. A little 4th of July. We're going to do our own little fireworks show using the Light the Sky bundle. It's going to be a clean and simple card for our 4th of July holiday. Someone was just asking me about what stamp set to use. This is a perfect one, even though it doesn't have the Happy 4th of July sentiment in this particular stamp set. Another good one that I've seen a lot of great projects with is the Round We Go bundle. And I almost used that one tonight to create a project, but I like this Light the Sky. It just seems so appropriate with the fireworks. So we're going to use this one to make a project. And then we're going to look at online exclusives. Oops, that's not the right page. Online exclusives. Stampin' Up just launched yesterday some brand new products in the online store, and that's actually the online exclusives is where you're going to find the Light the Sky stamp set. So online exclusives just means that you can only see them online. They're just additional product offering outside of the printed catalog, but everything in the online exclusives is available to everyone, whether you shop in person or whether you shop online. So check out the products. You can see them all in the online store. I'm working on a flyer of my own to share, and I just ran out of time today, so I'll share that soon. But the best place to go to see everything is stampinup.com/online exclusives. There's a whole section of the online store to find all these things really easily, and the new stuff is always at the top. So you can see what's new. That's the same place I think you're going to find the kits collection. The new kits are in there too, and there's 2 new kits that just started yesterday. I ordered them both, and they've shipped already, I believe, so I'm excited to get that order sometime next week. Maybe I'll share them next Thursday for our stamp therapy. Well, it's also an exciting time because we got bonus days going on in July, and this is super exciting because you can get a $5 coupon for every $50 that you order. And that happens throughout the month of July. And then in August, you can redeem your coupons, and you can redeem them all at once if you want. So if you earn 10 coupons, you can redeem all 10 at the same time in August. So really super exciting. I love bonus days. If you're shopping with me, go ahead and plug in that July host code. It's also in the video description, so you can check it out there, as well as the link for my 12 days of Christmas in July. I'm really excited about 12 days of Christmas in July. This is the 7th time that I've done this gift box series, and I was getting some questions. It's not a class, it's more of a gift experience. So the 12 days of Christmas in July will be a giant box filled with 12 wrapped gifts, and those gifts are going to be Stampin' Up! Product, like full-size product. So in the past, I've included ribbon or embellishments or adhesive or some kind of tool or accessory. So I'm really excited. It's always a surprise what these 12 gifts are going to be, except I did tell you what one of the gifts will be. And I'm going to show you that when we get to the online exclusive portion of tonight's video. But I am currently taking reservations, so make sure to reserve your box. The daily video series is going to be an unboxing kind of series where I will reveal each gift of the day. So starting with number 1, and then I will share a project using the gift. But I'll be using online exclusives. I'll be using stuff from the annual catalog. I'll be using even some sneak peeks from the new September through December mini catalog, which the pre-order for demonstrators is starting August 1st. Oh no. Oh, you know what? I think that pre-order doesn't even start until August 6th. I gotta look again and see. Anyway, if I can, I'll be showing you some brand new products. The last day to order the 12 days of Christmas, that is a good question. I would say by July 10th or 12th. I would say I'm probably gonna have to close it up because I need to get all the packages mailed out around the 18th or 19th. I think my goal is the 19th because videos will start on the 25th. So I want to make sure that you can get all of those boxes before the video series starts. Oh, it is so much fun. I am so glad you guys are enjoying this. Well, let's get started. Let's make a card. Let's get into this. I'm seeing some comments about seeing fireworks. Oh no, scattered showers in Florida. That's not any fun. I hate when rain ruins or delays fireworks. I was thinking that might be the case, but it's turning out, I think, to be a lovely evening here in Illinois. I hope it is for most of you. Okay, so I'm using the Light the Sky stamp set. This is one that was in the last year's mini catalog, and it carried over. Now it's an online exclusive, and I just thought it was so perfect. Not only, of course, for New Year's, but also for any kind of celebration. Tell me about the kinds of celebrations that you feel like you normally would see fireworks at. I guess if you have a really fancy wedding, maybe a wedding. I think just for a birthday even, it would be fun to make a card that has fireworks. That'd be a really special birthday to have fireworks. I'm going to use red and blue today. We're using Blueberry Bushel and Real Red to celebrate our nation's Independence Day. And so I've got some cards or some stamps laid out here. And oops, one more. Here it is. Let's celebrate. And I am gonna do some simple stamping. I didn't really plan this out very well, so hopefully it turns out okay. Well, I'm just gonna have a whole bunch of fireworks. My favorite part of a firework show is the finale, but only if the finale is executed well, because sometimes the finale is just like they just light them off and it's just like this big explosion and you can't even see the fireworks. So I like a full sky that is well timed in its fireworks, but not, you know, not so crazy that it's just overwhelming everything. So I am going to start with some Blueberry Bushel fireworks, and I want to fill the sky but not be totally crazy. So I'm going to do the big one in Blueberry Bushel. I'm going to bring in some of the Real Red And I've got two sizes here with the real red. I have the medium one and the small one. Since it was this one was so big, I decided to do two in the other one. I am not a fan of the reds being so close to each other. I should space those better. Let's just turn it over. That's what happens when you don't have a plan and you wing it. Okay, so maybe I need to just space them out as I go. I think that might be a better option instead of trying to wing it. All right, I'm gonna put something in the middle, so I did kind of leave that that space. Is this too much? I don't know. Let's just stop. Okay. Oh, this would look fun as a baby wipe technique. Actually, over dinner, I was talking about, this is so adorable. I just love this so much. I was talking about using the set, making a card, and I was debating whether or not to stamp the fireworks in colors or if I should do like a colored, like a brayered or brushed color, and then do fireworks in black. And Claire got really excited thinking about the possibilities, and she said, you should use that glitter and then boil it. And it just made me laugh so much. She was talking about heat embossing and using embossing powder and then heating it. I never thought about boiling, but I thought that was really cute. Anyway, we'll have to maybe do a card like that another time. This isn't showing up really well, but I just did a little red on red. This is a 1 3/4 inch circle. I think you can see it a little better up close, but I just wanted kind of a background for our greeting. And honestly, you can't even really see it. You know what? I think I might try this in blue. Let's clean that, and we can always turn it over if we don't like it. Okay, so in blue, then you can see it better anyway. And then also in blue are Let's Celebrate. Now this little banner, I think it comes from the Stylish Shapes. I actually have this little baggie of banners like on my desk. I think I just cut some extras when I was cutting a different size, and I just thought I would use more on my die. You know what? I'm not happy. Hold on. I put this Let's Celebrate on a skinny block, and I find when I'm doing it on the die cut, it's hard to see where the block ends. So I'm going to try putting the Let's Celebrate on a bigger block so that I can better see the banner through the block. And I think that's going to help me line it up better. Oh yeah, can you see the difference? That is a lot better there. This one, it wasn't bad. It was just a little crooked, and I couldn't see very well. So that helped me a lot to be able to put it on a bigger block. So if you're struggling like that, I think these, sometimes these skinny words do better on the bigger block. Just make sure not to rock, because then you're going to get ink all over your block. Okay. Once you put the white strip on, you could see the red. So do you guys like the red side or the blue side better? This is going to go in the center of our card here. I told you it was going to be a clean and simple card. and maybe too simple, but I just wanted to do something. I don't know, is it just too many fireworks in general? Should I do, I could make it be a smaller piece by putting it on the card this way. I kind of like that better, and cutting it off a little smaller. Gotta cover up that piece in the middle. Okay. Oh, you guys are mixed here. Red, blue, 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 red, blue. No such thing as too many fireworks. I love that, Christine. Oh, maybe a larger circle? I don't know. Let's try it. So my original circle was 1 3/4 inch, and this is a 2-inch circle. And I saw someone said cherry cobbler. That would definitely show up better. So I'm actually gonna try this bigger firework and cherry cobbler. I think it'll dry a little bit later. I think I do actually like the bigger circle. And can you see that firework a little better? Maybe up close. A marker to edge the banner so it stands out. Oh, that's an idea. I'm not a big fan of markering on the edge. However, I do think that adding Stampin' Dimensionals will help it to stand out from the white background. So that is my plan. I also thought about using, doing like embossing. Like embossing in gold or silver I think would be good. And then adding that to the card. And using, like I would probably use the blueberry and then emboss in silver on it. But I'm gonna stick with the white, I think, tonight. So let's go ahead and put it on to the card base. Oh, you know what? I did cut a piece for the inside. Let's stamp a couple of fireworks here. For the inside. Oh, I love that. Okay, how many of you send cards for the 4th of July? Do you send a lot of, do you send cards for all kinds of occasions like this? When I send cards, stick with more the, you know, more mainstream holidays. I don't send for a lot of smaller holidays, like, not that the 4th of July is small, but you know what I'm saying. I don't usually make cards for the 4th of July, but I'm curious if you guys do. Or if you make other things like party favors or other things. Well, maybe that one wasn't so bad. Nope, I think we definitely need the other side. Oh, that one's got the... Oh, yeah, okay. Indecisive today. Today is one of those days where I'm going to wing it a lot, so you guys will have to help me out. I'm going to center this. I'm saying center because I want to try to have this bald spot in the middle. And so I'm trying to center it on the card base accordingly so that I can cover that spot up. So I'm going to have a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom to cut off. Oh, I mean, I'm so sorry to hear that you've been sick. I hope that you are starting to feel better and that you will continue to feel better. Oh, Wink of Stella. Yes. Is that baby boy items I see, Diane? Not as exciting. Oh my goodness. Are you guys having a shower? Rebecca, I'm sure that's going to be coming up this summer. I had it, well, Thomas was my first, so that's when I had the baby shower, and he was born in September, late September, so I remember having baby shower over the summer. Oh yes, that Round We Go, that is such a good one, Michelle, for creating cards for the summer. Okay, before we do this, I heard Wink of Stella. Let's get that out. And this is, I think, my older one. I feel like I haven't gotten it out in a little while. I'm squeezing some out so that I want to I want to flick. Judy, the stamp set I'm using is called Light the Sky. It has coordinating dies, which I did not use tonight, but they are super fun. These are online exclusives that you can get in the Stampin' Up! Store. They were in the mini catalog, and now they're available online. Okay, so I've got it extra juicy, and I'm just going to take and kind of flick at my card to add, oh, there it is. I think you can see it better on the blue. Just to kind of add some flicks of sparkle, and it's hard to see on camera, I think, but it's just kind of some fun extra glitter. And if you wanted to, you can add some color in here. I have to be careful because the Wink of Stella does blend colors, and so if you're not too careful, then you're going to blend your stamped images maybe in a way that you don't want to. So be a little bit strategic about where you're putting this. I think it's really subtle, and I don't think it shows up well on camera, but we added some wink, and we're going to add our sentiment in here. Let's celebrate. This is such a fun way to kick off our video for the 4th of July. And this honestly could be, of course, for a birthday or anything. I know someone who's got a birthday, and she's probably not watching because it's her birthday, but happy birthday, Judy. Do you know someone who's got a birthday today on the 4th of July? I think this would be a fun card to send to them, or any kind of celebration for the summertime. Yay! All right, I feel like we kept it clean and simple, but this one is so much fun. And I have a couple other cards to show you. Another one using this stamp set, and then another red, white, and blue card. So I don't remember if I showed this one in a video or not, but I made this one to gift to some of my team members. I always send a little gift to my top sales achievers every month, and so I sent this one back in December, maybe. This card I gave them to go along with the stamp set that I gifted a few of them. Wishing you a Happy New Year. The colors on this one are Melon Mambo, Daffodil, and Granny Apple Green. I don't know how well you can see it, but I've got some Melon Mambo foil paper behind the die cut, and I think it just makes it so fun. So you could do this same card in red, white, and blue if you want to have a festive card with the die cut. Here is the other card I wanted to share. This one was created by my mom, Susan LaCroix. She used that new embossing folder. I'm going to find it really quick in the catalog and show you. Mom shared this one about a month or so ago in the video that we did right before Memorial Day. So she designed this one. She always made cards for my grandfather because he was born on Memorial Day. So she always used red, white, and blue, and had a very patriotic theme for his birthday cards. All right, let's see, 129. So these are the embossing folders, and I believe it is number 2, the Cute Crochet 3D embossing folder. And so that embossing folder just has a bunch of squares. So she inked the folder and did some of them with red, and some of them with blue, and some were just plain white. And so then she cut apart the squares and put them together to create this sort of quilt that is perfect for celebrating birthday. Nothing on the inside there. And the Celebrate, I believe, comes from another online exclusive stamp set. I forgot about that. That one's a good one. It's got like an outline, and then the solid, and then some other different stamps to go with it. All right. It is time to dig into some online exclusives. Now, the Light the Sky, as I mentioned, is a current online exclusive that you can get. There's a whole bunch of online exclusives, so definitely check them out if you are ordering and you want to see what else is available. But we have specifically some brand new online exclusives that just started yesterday. And the way that Stampin' Up! Is doing this is we are having a new product release, online exclusive, 3 times a year. So the idea is that there's new product every other month, and it is on the opposite cycle of the catalogs. So we have a printed catalog released in January, and then online exclusives released in March. a printed catalog in May. That's the annual catalog. Online exclusives in July. Our next printed catalog will be in September, the September through December 2024 mini catalog. And then we'll have more online exclusives again in November. So every other month, all year long, January, March, May, July, September, and November are months when we have new product releases. So the online exclusives this time really has a lot of Christmas, a lot of fall, a lot of Halloween. Because we're not going to have the mini catalog come out until September, Stampin' Up! Gave us a lot of those fall holidays and Christmas stuff a little bit early, which is super exciting. So I love that we're just always having new stuff come out. And so these online exclusives just keep getting bigger and better with each release. So we've got some brand new things, and I have a lot of them to show you. I maybe bought too many during pre-order, and I never did an unboxing video. So this is going to be kind of an unboxing video, along with a some showcase of cards, because I participated in a little card swap with some of my fellow demonstrators, and I have some card samples to share with you. So I'm going to go with these graphics from Stampin' Up! Because I just love this. So the Potions and Spells bundle. This is a fun one if you love Halloween. I'm not a big Halloween fan, but I did get this stamp set so that I could give it away to a team member. I really do love the cards that Stampin' Up! Has created here. This one has coordinating dies, which I didn't get, but you can check those out online. Potions and Spells has a fun line art image with a, I would say that's probably a crow and a cat and a cauldron that's bubbling and boiling, double toil and trouble. A little hocus pocus. It's such a fun one. I think also these little bubbles could be cute for a bubble bath. And that's like a whole different kind of card. Potions and Spells, a fun new bundle as part of the online exclusives. We also have a new bundle that is really dynamic and fun. This one is called the Changing Leaves bundle, and this is a hybrid bundle, which has a fabulous line art stamp set with 3 different leaves, kind of skeleton leaves here. You are amazing in every single way. I couldn't have done it without you. Here for you. Thank you. A little note to brighten your day. And these stamp images are 85% on the cover, so they are a little bit bigger when you open that up. It's a photopolymer stamp set. Love, love, love these fun images. I haven't had a chance to use this quite yet, but I do have some samples to share with you from my swap. The dies have some detailed dies and fun stitched labels, and also one single die that die cuts all 3 of those stamped images, as well as as well as die cutting the hybrid embossing folder. So we got this great embossing folder with the leaves, and then you can use the die inside the embossing folder. Do you guys have any of these hybrid embossing folders? I just think these are so much fun. I love it. So this is available right now, the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder. I'm gonna just cut this really quick so we can see what that looks like. Let me get out a piece. I need to cut this down. A little piece of cardstock. So just like the other hybrid embossing folders, you can emboss, you can die cut, or you can emboss and die cut at the same time. So I'm going to send this through my die cutting machine, which is on the floor. So fun. It's like magic. And I love that it just kind of holds that in place. So you've got these awesome embossed and die cut leaves that you can use on a project. And again, these all coordinate with the stamped image. So you could technically like stamp and then die cut. You can use the same die to die cut the stamped image. Or you can use the embossing folder by itself. It's a really pretty one. You know, fall is my favorite, so I am super excited about using this bundle. And you'll want to tune in on Sunday because Mom and I are going to be sharing projects with the Changing Leaves Hybrid Embossing Folder and die set. And before then, I've got a few cards to share with you. This one is from Sandy Carlson, a fun combination here with cherry cobbler and crushed curry and mossy meadow, a little pop-up gift card holder. If you've not seen this little card design, it's so easy. I'll try to remember to link it up in the video description so you can see my tutorial and learn how to make this card at home. It was a popular set. This one is from Gwen Duckworth, and she used pecan pie, wild wheat, and early espresso, and then used the embossing folder by itself with crumb cake. So elegant. I just love the way that one turned out. A little note to brighten your day. That's part of the stamp set. And then this one from Dawn Olszewski. She colored with Stampin' Blends the stamp image and die cut that. And then used the little, not trapezoid, hexagon. Is it also a trapezoid? No. I don't know. Some designer paper from the Country Woods, I think, designer paper pack. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous is this one from Dina Rico? She used this new Mercury vellum. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is another new online exclusive, and it's kind of a standalone. Hold on, let me get the name of it again. It's a standalone product, meaning it's not part of a suite. It's the Gold Mercury Vellum, and it's 12 by 12, and it comes with 2 sheets each of 3 different designs. And honestly, they are very similar. I feel like you could use them interchangeably, but this one has a little bit more, I would say they're blotchier, like almost indented there. I don't know how well you can see that, but more of a textured vellum, and there's a lot more of the vellum space in between. This one is a lot more flat. You're not going to have that texture, and this one has a lot more gold, I feel like. And then this one, the spots are more circular instead of just being more like a textured. So 12 by 12, 2 sheets each of those. So gorgeous. Tina, the pop-up gift card. I always have just called it a pop-up gift card holder, or maybe I called it a pop-up pocket. Pop-up pocket, I think. But I'll link that up after the video tonight so you can see how to make that one. Anyway, gorgeous. This is a stamped leaf and die cut, and then just simply on that Mercury vellum. Is that just beautiful? I think it's called Gold Mercury Vellum. Anyway, love that one. The stitched label also comes from this Changing Leaves embossing folder. And our last card is from Leanne Greff, and she did kind of a little fun fold and then die cut some pieces. And I think that die, oh no, it's actually a different stamp set that has the, oh, this is probably one of the other new die sets. I'll be showing you that one shortly. Basic Beige is the color that she used. So pretty. And then this is also some new designer paper, the Gold and Greenery Suite, which we'll see in a little bit. Okay, let's put that back here, and you'll see more of Changing Leaves on Sunday, so be sure to tune in for that video, Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. The next online exclusive, speaking of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, is that Iconic Celebrations, and this is what Mom and I featured in our video this past Sunday, and so I won't dwell on this too much, but we've got these gorgeous samples here from Stampin' Up. This is a suite. So the Iconic Imagery bundle is just part of the suite with photopolymer stamps and coordinating dies, including some stitched labels, which I just love. And then we have this 6x6 designer paper. Now, this is one of the sneak peek items that I am sharing that is part of that 12 Days of Christmas in July gift box. So if you order the 12 Days of Christmas in July gift box, one of the gifts that you will receive is a package of this 6x6 designer paper called Iconic Celebrations. And as we showed you guys on Sunday, this designer paper just has so many versatile patterns that you can use for winter and fall occasions. And there's some hearts in there for Valentine's Day as well. The colors are fantastic. We've got Cherry Cobbler, Cajun Craze, Mossy Meadow, Moody Mauve, Misty Moonlight, and some Pecan Pie. Really, really pretty. On the other side, even more amazing patterns, some of which can be die cut with the coordinating dies like the Christmas trees. There's some fireworks. You could make an awesome card. I feel like the colors there are so pretty for like a wedding or New Year's. Love that plaid. This is what we saw on the leaf card from Sandy. Some acorns, champagne flutes, some candy canes. Oops, that's a double. Anyway, so iconic celebrations designer paper. And then there are two accessories part of the suite, the ribboned pecan pie and clear dots. And then this awesome stitched ribbon, not stitched, frayed, this frayed grosgrain ribbon in white. Really pretty. So I showed most of these cards on Sunday, but I got a few extras in the mail since then. So here's one, this one from Natalie Travis. And this is one of the new ones. This one is from Kay Cogbill. Here's one, I don't think I shared this one, from Tracy Jacobs. Love that color blocking there with the designer paper. Here's one from Barb Mulliken with pecan pie for the card base, little basic beige. I shared this one I demonstrated on Sunday. I love the way that turned out. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Same card design, I just switched seasons and did one for Christmas. I love that. Michelle's asking, can you run the vellum through the folder? I don't see why not. Absolutely. You want me to try it? We can try and see. I'm not sure how well the texture will show up on the vellum, but let's give it a go. Celebrate the season. I love this little banner design. And you could just switch out all the designer paper and make cards for everything. Here's one where I die cut from the designer paper. And one of my favorites, I used that Moody Mauve with Mossy Meadow to create this one and die cut some stamped images to coordinate with the designer paper. Love, love, love this iconic imagery. Are you guys a fan of this suite? I'll link up to the video from Sunday so you guys can check this out and see some more inspiration. Or at least how to see the card that I showed you. All right, let's try that embossing. Who was asking about it? Michelle. Let's try it really quick. I will take the mercury, the gold mercury vellum, and send it through. Maybe I'll make it a card and share with you on Sunday. So you'll have to tune in to see what I do with this die cut, but let's send it through just as is with the die and the die and the embossing folder. So here we go. Okay, I have a feeling that the gold mercury paper is going to sell like hotcakes now. Okay, here's that paper. You can see the texture. I don't know how it comes through on camera, but gosh, that is so pretty. What a great idea, Michelle. I love how that turned out. So if you don't want the texture on there, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you could just use the die by itself and die cut the paper. But you also have on the rest of the embossing folder, you could hand cut some of those other leaves out because I would hate to waste any of these gorgeous leaves from this designer paper. So you have a few bonus leaves on there. Some of them are just going off the edge, but there's one down here that you can cut completely, and the other ones I think, oh, no, 3. 1, 2, and the one I just cut out 3. And the other ones are just kind of on the side. So pretty. What a great idea. What a fun little sidetrack. Okay, so that was the Changing Leaves bundle. and the gold mercury designer paper. We're moving right along. And I'm actually going to save, let's save this one because I want to make a project with it. So I want to show you the other products in this release and then some of the card samples that I have. So our next one, oh my gosh, this is also on our list to share with you guys. The Frosted Forest bundle. This is one that has dies and masks. And I think, are the masks in here? Uh-oh, where did the masks go? Did I, hopefully I got the right thing with the masks. No, I remember I couldn't order the masks again, so I must have ordered them. Well, I'm going to have to hunt in my room for them. This has coordinating masks where you can use the masks on their own, or you can use the mask over the stamped image to color in the tree. Oh my gosh, totally gorgeous. Check out the amazing detailed dies to go with this. We have some dies that will die cut the images, as well as some detailed dies where you can layer them onto another die cut image. So you don't have to get the stamp set. I think the stamp set stands alone, the dies stand alone, and the masks stand alone, or you can add them all together for an absolutely gorgeous card. Frosted Forest is on our list to share with you, and so be watching for that in an upcoming Sunday stamping video, I think maybe in a week or two. I have one card sample so far from Kay Kaltoff, and she used the masks to color and create this image. So the way the masks work, and we've seen this in some of the other bundles, there's different masks that have numbers, and you can layer them on top of each other to create these dynamic layered images. So pretty. I'm guessing the colors here are Old Olive, Mossy, Meadow, and Early Espresso. She's got some of that gold mercury vellum underneath. Birthday wishes for a day as great as you are. That is one of the sentiments from this stamp set. Love, love, love this. Yeah, Julie, I figured the masks would be packaged separately, but it's not in my bin of stuff. So I'm sure that I ordered it. It's just a matter of where it snuck off to. And I really hope that it didn't get caught in the bottom of a box, because I think I reused that box for clothes that I donated. Oh boy. Well, I'll be looking for sure. I'll be scouring my room for the coordinating masks. So when you get these in the online store, you can get the masks on their own, the stamp set on its own, the dies on its own, or you can get the whole thing bundled together to save 10%. I know, Janice, do we really need more trees? Yeah, probably. They're always a little bit different. I love the little birds that coordinate here from the birds and dragonflies embellishments, because I noticed the stamped bird there. Oh, this is such a pretty one. I cannot wait to play some more with that. All right, another fun new bundle is the Sophisticated Sled, and I don't actually have the coordinating dies to go with this one. It's not really my vibe, but I bought it so that I could give it away to a team member. I love to spoil my team members with some free stuff. This one is from Susan Campfield. She did get the coordinating dies, and she used the dies to create the ice skates and the detailed sled, of course, which she used that country wood designer paper. Such a beautiful card. This little swirl embossing folder is so perfect, I think, to go with a sled, because it looks like snow and like a drift or a blow of snow. I just think all the stamps in here are so pretty. Yeah, I might just have to keep this one for myself. I do think it's absolutely gorgeous. What do you guys think of the Sophisticated Sled bundle? It's sort of hard to think about the snow because it is like, 80 degrees, 90 degrees. And we're in the middle of the summertime, but it's kind of fun to think ahead about Christmas. Do you guys start Christmas early? You know what? There's not just Christmas, though, in this online exclusive release. We also have some fun other individual stamp sets like the Greatest Adventure. This is a card I made for the swap. I used the perennial postage dies to create a simple card, and I really had a lot of fun because I took my ink pad and I just put it directly to the cardstock and did a direct to cardstock technique. I did the same thing on the inside as well and just dragged that ink pad across the top. This has got some fun sentiments in this stamp set. Here's to happiness ahead. Good luck on your new adventure. I wish our paths crossed more often, and congratulations. I could see sending a card like this for a bon voyage or someone who's headed off on a fun adventure. I just think that's so much fun. I love that. So I was doing some gray vibes with basic gray and smoky slate, and so was Celine Kempton on her card. She used that metal plate embossing folder and the same colors I did to create her card as well with the Greatest Adventure stamp set. Kind of a fun one, I think, for masculine cards. I think there's a well, I guess there's not a specific birthday sentiment, but you could absolutely add one to this stamp set. Another individual stamp set that is super fun. I don't have any cards to show you yet, but I'm really excited about the Scenic Pumpkin Patch stamp set. This is one of those builder stamp sets. Like we've had a few, like the Waterfront, and there was a Meadow one. And so the idea here is that you're using these sort of watercolor images to create a whole scene. So this is obviously pumpkin patches. We have different size pumpkins, and each of them have stems that you can stamp in a different color. We also have a barn and some trees and a fence and a smaller fence. So you can really create dynamic images that show lots of different depth, and I can't wait to play with this one. I think it is gonna be such a fun one. Oh, Polar Express, of course, Melissa. I should have thought of that with the trains. That is so good. Another individual stamp set that we have is called Filled with Cheer, and this one actually coordinates with a previous online exclusive release that I think happened in March with the wagon. And so it even has a wagon image. And so these are meant to go inside the wagon if you wanted to, or just on their own. And so this is a standalone stamp set, but there are coordinating wagon dies that will die cut the wagon wheel and the wagon shape. Interestingly, this one doesn't have a handle, but the other wagon set must have a handle. I actually don't have the other wagon set, but I thought this was really cute, and I think you could use it on its own to create some fun cards. So Filled with Cheer, if you have the first wagon set, I think you're definitely going to want to add this one to create some fun cards for the holidays. Another standalone stamp set is this one called Playful Ghosts. This is another Halloween stamp set. So this is the second Halloween stamp set that we have. And I feel like last year, the mini catalog that came out in September didn't have a lot of Halloween in it. And so with two Halloween stamp sets in this online exclusive release, I feel like maybe we'll see a little bit of Halloween in that mini catalog, but I don't think we'll see a lot of Halloween. So if you are looking for something new, this is a super cute stamp set, Playful Ghost. There's sentiments that say Happy Halloween, Boo, and Trick or Treat. There's also some pumpkins, a bat, and a cloud, as well as the line art ghosts dressed as a witch and a pumpkin and a vampire. Here's a card from Kelly Atchison where she used Highland Heather to color in a little bit of lemon lime twist and daffodil delight. She used the dies to die cut Boo, and on the inside Trick or Treat with the bats. So cute. Oh my gosh. Do you guys send Halloween cards? That's another one I don't usually send a lot of cards for. Sometimes I do break down and I get something for Halloween, but not always. All right, let's see what else we have. I think I've been showing you almost everything. This flyer was created by another demonstrator, and I'm hoping to create one with larger images. So stay tuned for that. But let me just double check here. So I've gone through a lot of the bundles that we have already, except the ones I'm going to show you. Oh, I didn't get this one. Naughty and Nice. It's kind of a fun tag set, and it coordinates with that Labeled with Love punch. I always love a good coordinating punch, and I just didn't think I would use the stamps very much, but it coordinates with this punch. And this is the one, actually, there's a punch and a die from the annual catalog, so you'll have different options to cut out the coordinating image in there. So we've got 6 new stamp sets, 6 new die bundles, and then the 2 new suites, one of which I showed you, and one of which is coming. And then there's also sort of this standalone extra cream ribbon. This is sort of a satin ribbon in a vanilla or cream color, and it's not part of a suite, it's just kind of another ribbon option. So this is so beautiful. I think years ago we had some white that was kind of this beautiful satin, but oh my gosh, that is really pretty. So this cream, actually, oh, you know what? This is part of the other suite. I got them mixed up because there's 2 cream ribbons. So this is part of the suite I'm going to show you in a minute, which means this one, the cream woven ribbon, you can see how I got them mixed up, is the standalone ribbon. So that one's coming in a second. This one is the standalone ribbon. It's really pretty, about 3/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch maybe. It is a 1/4 inch, and it's kind of soft and a little bit fuzzy, like a sweater. I think this is going to be a fun for winter projects. Really pretty. I love that texture on there. And the last item besides the suite I'm going to show you in a second is the Glass Mat Studio. And I don't know where mine went. Oh, I think you put it away over there. If you were hoping to buy the Glass Mat Studio, it was available as a special gift for new demonstrators who joined during celebration in January and February, and now it is available for everyone to order. So you can get that Glass Mat Studio available now as part of the online exclusives. Okay, let's get to one of my favorite online exclusives that are coming out in July this month, and this is the Season of Green and Gold suite. And I'm going to start with this amazing designer paper. There's actually 2 specialty papers. The first one is the Season of Green and Gold, and it's a 12 by 12 paper. I've just cut it down to make it a little easier to show you, and this has gold foil on every single sheet. So beautiful. And 3 patterns that have sort of this white, vanilla. It's actually sort of mixed. I see both white and vanilla in them. And then the other 3 have more color. These 2 can coordinate with the dies and be die cut with some of the dies that are in one of the coordinating stamp sets. On the other side, we've got some amazing green, including Old Olive and Mossy Meadow patterns that are a little more subtle and so beautiful for your cards. And then the other paper in this suite is this Graceful Greenery Vellum. And this is a specialty vellum. There's 2 each of 3 different designs, and it's a 12 by 12 vellum. It includes this one that has kind of a white sort of texture, a texture print. The vellum itself is flat. And then the other ones have images that can be die cut with the coordinating dies. Oh, I love that. I love things that are easy. And so being able to die cut these images is easy and awesome. So the coordinating stamp sets in this one, we've got 2 bundles. Let me break them both out. And then there's actually another bonus. Yep, okay, I showed that one. Let me move this down. Okay, so the first bundle, I'm gonna grab that ribbon. Okay, the first bundle is called Golden Greenery, and it includes those, let me open it up so you can see the full-size images. It includes some bells that are 2-step, and then also some greenery kind of images that also look like maybe they are 2-step. Yes, I would say so, that you could put this one over that one and this one over that one. And then some berries and some pine. This one, as you can tell, doesn't have any coordinating words, so there's another stamp set for that, but it does have dies that die cut the images, as well as some detail dies to add some more greenery to your project. And these are the dies that will coordinate and die cut the images from the vellum and from the designer paper. I mean, how gorgeous is that? And then some of these dies that will die cut. Oh my gosh, I seriously just love that so much. Okay, so the sentiments are all in another stamp set bundle called Greetings of the Season. This one has lots of words. Let me open it up so you can see the full size. Well, you can read them better over here, but they are a little bit bigger than what they appear on the front. This script is so gorgeous. And we've got lots of seasonal sentiments: Christmas, New Year, season's greetings, holidays, and there's mix and match. So you could do happy holidays or happy holidays with a different font, Merry Christmas or Merry Christmas. And there's also Christmas. So you can mix and match those sentiments. Love and joy for you. It's the most wonderful time of the year. May your season, holiday season, be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. And check out these amazing dies. Yes, I love these tag dies. Now, all of these do include the little circle to die cut. So you are going to get a hole in the end of your tag, which I'm not a huge fan of. I kind of wish that they were just plain, and then you can add your own hole, but I love the convenience of having the hole already done in there. So lots of great sizes and shapes that are really fun. I think we saw this on another card, and I was trying to figure out where that came from. This has a coordinating second stamp set that's individual. It's called Everyday Greetings, and it includes some sentiments that you'll use throughout the year. And so this one has the same font and the same style, but we've got birthday and thank you and love you and anniversary and congratulations and thinking of you. And so a lot of mix and match again. I will note though that this one does not include the happy. It doesn't have either happy. And so if you want to do happy birthday, you'll need the happy from this stamp set. However, you could do birthday wishes and anniversary wishes. So you can get by without the happy if you only get the everyday greetings. But I just want you to know that the happy is over here in the Greetings of the Season stamp set. I think this one might be my new favorite. I just love the font. I love the style. I feel like I'm going to be reaching for this one a lot, especially thinking of you. Congratulations, the birthday, okay, all of them. I really like this one for the inside sentiment too. Where there is heartache, let there be healing. I love that. And even though there isn't a with sympathy in this stamp set, I think the thinking of you could be a good one to pair with that one. I know, definitely, Diane. These are great starter sets for newbies. So, so good. How big is the largest die? On this set, Sharon, I think that's the one you're asking about. The tag set. Let me grab my ruler. Let's check it out. So this die, and actually maybe showing you on a card would be a better reference, but it is from cutting edge to cutting edge, 2.5 inches, and like 3 7/8 inch long. Okay. So they're pretty good sized dies. The bigger ones, I would say. The big one over here is 2 inches by, yeah, almost 4 inches. I was going to show you on a card, so let me show you the back of a card. So it's a pretty big die, and then it does get pretty small. Like this one is just like, what, 3/4 of an inch by 2, 1 3/4. So that for size reference. And here is my gorgeous card. I love the way that one turned out. I created this one with my team. We did a mystery stamping last month, and I loved the way this layout turned out. So gorgeous with this designer paper. So I cut the images right from the designer paper and used the season greetings from the Greetings of the Season stamp set and some of those ribboned dots, which are not actually part of this suite. This suite includes embellishments called Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. And these are not opaque pearls like I would think they are. They're more like clear gems with an iridescent finish, but we've got single berries and then a grouping of 3 berries. And then the other part of this suite, of course, is this gorgeous satin ribbon cream or very vanilla. That's funny. This is very vanilla. And this, nope, this is very vanilla too. I think it was the other ribbon that was cream. Anyway, cream, very vanilla. It's the same thing. Let's make a card with this suite. How about that? We're only going to make 2 cards today. We started the video with our card to celebrate Independence Day if you're joining late. And I've been sharing lots of card ideas using the online exclusives. And I think I showed you just about all of the online exclusives. So hopefully that gave you a pretty good preview of what is available. So many fun things. Well, I want to make a card with this suite. Like I said, it is one of my favorite. I think it's just so beautiful. And the card that I want to make is this awesome, what was it called? From Janet Casto. She created this interlocking gatefold card. That's what it is, interlocking gatefold card. And I know so many of you have been anxious to see how this works. And so I have some measurements and we're going to cut and create a card using this gorgeous new product. And so the first thing we need to do is figure out our colors and what designer paper we want to use. I love these that you can die cut from. In fact, I have a few pieces that I already die cut from, so we may just be doing a quick and easy just pulling from some of those die cut pieces. But for the background, I'm kind of leaning towards this gorgeous paper. I just love that one. This is really pretty too, though. So this, whichever one we use, will kind of be in the background, and then probably we'll use that great big tag die on the front. Yes, loving that. And maybe a smaller, well, maybe we'll just like a banner piece over the top with some of the, with a sentiment. Okay, so big tag on the front. Should we use the paper? I feel like this might be too busy with the gold. Or maybe this one is also very pretty with the white. It's still kind of busy. And for either one, what color would our tag be? So many choices. Why is it always so hard? Is it just me? It's so hard to decide sometimes. I just want to use everything. Okay, tell me what you guys think. Use some of the B-side. I do think the gold might be a little too much because we'll have some gold incorporated in a different way. So let's have you guys vote on the B sides. We've got 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be just for the background of the panels here. While you guys are voting, 1, 2, 3, I am going to get out some cardstock for the card base so that we can die cut. And I think for this card, we're going to use some Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. Two very gorgeous colors. And let's see here. Scoot that over. I am feeling like, yes, whichever card we do, whatever designer paper, it's going to be on the Old Olive. Although I could do it reverse the other way. So I guess it depends on the designer paper. That's really pretty. Oh, I am seeing a whole bunch of ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You guys really like a more subtle texture. So let's go with 1. And in that case, I do think that this way would be a good way to do it. Okay, so the very bottom card base, Janet's was the Smoky Slate, is going to be in Mossy Meadow. And this cardstock piece, I'll have the measurements in the video description when we're all done. This is going to be 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut that. This is just a quarter sheet of cardstock, and that's just going to be for the very bottom base of our card. The next piece is going to be Old Olive, and this one is going to be 5 1/4 by 11 inches. And this is 11 inches, this. And so we are going to cut at 5 1/4, and then we've got a really long piece. We're going to do some scoring. And the scoring measurements are 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. And then we're going to skip all the way over to 7 1/2. Why does that seem like it is missing? That's missing something, isn't it? Boop. Let's double check here. Where did our ruler go? Okay, 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 7 1/2. Aha, I see which one we're missing. And 9 1/4. Okay, again, I'll have those measurements for you. Then we're going to make our panels, and the designer paper panels are 3 3/4 inch by 1 1/2. So I'm going to cut 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, put those aside. 1, 2, 3. We are going to layer those onto some Old Olive that are going to be 1 3/4 inch by 4 inches. And I need another piece of Old Olive. Taken from my scraps. 4 inches. Actually, I think I could go this way. 1 3/4 by 4. So again, 3 to go under the designer paper. And then for the inside, I have a piece already cut. This is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. We are going to die cut from the leftover Mossy Meadow. We're going to die cut a large tag. And I'm going to do that really quick here on the floor. So gorgeous. And I forgot it has a hole in it already. And so for our hole, we're going to grab some linen thread, and we will use a little bit of that on our card. All right. We are going to put things together, but before I do that, I want to stamp on the inside. So may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. Looks like an awesome sentiment to put inside. And so I'm going to put that on a large block. And stamp in Mossy Meadow. I know. I think this paper is so beautiful. I was trying to decide. I really thought that this one was going to be the most popular suite and product, but I'm curious to know, what are you guys excited about from these new online exclusives? Are you excited about designer paper? Are you excited about stamp sets? Have you already ordered something? And if so, what have you ordered already? What are you hoping to see more ideas for? Let me know so that I can add those to my list of what to share with you. Okay, I'm going to start with some basic construction for our card base. So we did those scoring lines here, and I'll have them in the video description for you. And I'm just going to do a little scoring. And for the gatefold, we are, coming out here. So we're coming in the center and then folding back. So we have this sort of like, I don't know, extended gatefold. And I just want to get good creases on all the sides. And you'll notice it does not meet in the middle. In order to do that, it would have to be longer than 11 inches. But that's okay because we have the panels that are going to go over the top and they will meet up and interlock. This is going to go on the inside of that old olive part of the card base. And this entire piece will go on the Mossy Meadow card base. And I'm going to go crazy and just put adhesive on the whole thing. It's kind of it's a lot of layers, so I really just want to make sure this one stays put and doesn't get crazy on me. Okay. Next, we're going to put the designer paper on the cardstock layers. These are all the same, and again, I'll have those measurements for you in the video description when we're all done. One more. Okay. Now, for the interlocking part, we're going to have 2 on one side and 1 on the other. So when they come together, they look like one solid card front. But the key to this interlocking thing is that they are attached on opposite ends. So we're going to start with the 2 over here. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of tear and tape. I really want some strong adhesive with the card moving. Want to make sure that everything stays put. Tear and tape is always a good idea when you have moving parts and pieces. You could also use the Seal Plus or liquid glue. I'm going to use the card as a guide to see how many rows I need to go or where I need to put the last one. And so I am going to add one more piece on each of these. I don't want to put too much adhesive where it's going over the edge. So this is going to kind of help me to line it up and gauge where that needs to go. Okay. And then I'm going to take the adhesive off and add this right down in the corner, lining it up with the left and the bottom edge of the gatefold card. Same thing with the top one. We're going to go right up in the corner. No adhesive, just how we need it. And this one is going to go right in the middle and it's going to adhere to the other side. So we actually, if we wanted to, we could put the adhesive right in the middle there. I still think it's easier to put on the end of the cardstock though, so. Oh, I know, Frosted Forest. The thing about, I always come back to these. I'm looking at Christine's comment and she said, Frosted Forest has caught my attention. Love the idea of the masks to use with them. And I was just thinking about Janice's comment earlier about, do I really need more trees? And I always feel that way. And then I end up getting it because I feel like every time they just keep like getting better and better. And so this one is different because it has the masks and the dies are dynamic and beautiful and the way they layer together. And so that always is what gets me, is that they're always just a little bit different, a little special from what we've had in the past. All right, we've got the base part of our interlocking gatefold card down. We've got our panels on in opposite fashion so that they pull out like this. And the last thing that we need to do to finish our card is to add the piece, the focal point, in the middle of the card. And so I've die cut this large tag. I'm going to use a little bit of that linen thread because we have a hole. It is a tag. We need to add something in the hole. I guess you don't have to. You could always cover that with like a little embellishment, but I'm going to add a little bit of twine. Oh, I always like linen twine. Linen thread. I think, oh, did you see that the whole thing just scooted on itself? Let's see if I can try this again. That's better. And I just want to kind of layer some of the images from the die cuts on here. I kind of want to do some vellum die cuts too. I think that'd be really pretty. And then we'll add a greeting. So we're going to do some die cuts. We're going to do a stamped greeting. If we wanted to, we could stamp, move some of this stuff over here. We could stamp the golden greenery, and maybe I will do some stamping and some die cutting. I have the images from the designer paper, but it would be fun to combine those images. So let's pull that out and see what we have already done here. This is the plastic that one of the dies came in, and so I just kept it and added my die cuts in it. I love the die cuts from the designer paper because it sort of has this awesome gold foil that's part of the image. We've got some bells. Oh, that's so pretty right there. I almost feel like that needs like a ribbon or a bow. And then some other, I don't know, I kind of just want to keep it simple with those die cuts there. I kind of love it. So let's see what we want to do about a sentiment. I hear the kids coming in. They are coming in from playing pickleball and getting ready to head back out for the fireworks. Okay, so our sentiments. I feel like I've used this a whole bunch, but I like that season's greetings. The inside already says, may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. So let's do the happy holidays, since we already have the holiday season there. And I'm gonna do holidays and a different font for the happy. I love that you can kind of mix and match those. So grab some blocks and earlier tonight I had out that labeled with love punch. Let's go ahead and punch one of those and use that. I think that'll be a good size. Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna bring in some old olive and let's do the holidays in old olive, which is just a little bit lighter, and then in Mossy Meadow, the happy. I do not like the way that turned out. I'm not sure what I don't like about it though. Is it just too crowded? Maybe I just need a little more space. That's better. I kind of feel like we also need some red or something in here. Happy holidays. Maybe a little bit of gold. I don't know. I'm going to try again the sentiment, and I'm just going to do the whole thing in Old Olive. There is not much difference between the Old Olive and the Mossy Meadow, and I just think that the olive is a little brighter, and I like that. Oh, red berries. Yes, 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 yes. I still think I'm going to put a little gold on there. But to the berries, what they make, I feel like that we need something at the top of the bells. I don't know. Where would you put the berries? Would you put them on the branch? Would you put them... I feel like I'm Dr. Seuss. Would you put them on a train? Would you put them in the rain? Oh my goodness. I'm going to try one more time. Oh, I almost wish it was just one single stamp instead of trying to mix and match just right. Okay. Happy holidays. Now I kind of want to stamp it a little over. Oh my gosh. See, this is... I get so crazy just stamping the same thing 100 times. I moved it over because I was thinking I want it closer to the edge so that I can tuck it underneath a little bit like that. Okay. Tell me where to put the red berries. And I will grab the gold. Oh, gold, gold, gold. Ooh, what about some of that gold mercury? Just like a little slice of that. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do, let's see, 3/4 by 3.5. Oh, that was a bad slice. I'm starting at 3.25 by 3.5, but I'm thinking that I can cut it, trim it down if I need to. Oh, that's so pretty. On the top of the bells. Okay, the clapper for the bells would be red. The clapper. What is the clapper? Is that down here? The clapper. So pretty. I'm gonna start putting things down. Sharon, I don't know. Tell me about the clapper. What am I feel like I'm just not getting it. Some Stampin' Dimensionals to layer our image together. Which one was the good one? I left a little bit there so that it could hang over and not be too sticky. We're going to add this with some dimensionals. What makes the bell ring? So that would that be under the bell? Just love this. These are mostly falling on the tag, so I'm just going to use some regular adhesive. Maybe I have to add them on another dimensional though, because if they're going under the bell, the trio or just one? Like that? That's too many. Is that too many? Okay, tell me what you think. Did I a single one under the bell? Just one each. Okay, thank you guys. Oh, this one's a really crazy bell. It rings fa la 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 la. Okay, one under each bell. That one is light colored. Let's put that back. I think that is just the pop of color that we need. I love that. Yay! Okay, we did it. Now we've got to add the tag to our card, and we have to be very careful here because we don't want the tag to glue the card closed, which means when you add the tag, you can only add adhesive in the center. It can only be attached to one panel so that it opens without any interference. So we're going to add this on, and I think we only have, let's see, it's already a thick card. I'm just going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, I think, though, because I do want to just give that a little volume. And I am going to add them to the center panel themselves because I don't want to risk putting them in the wrong place on the tag. So adhesive only on one panel. And if you want, it could be the top panel or the bottom panel. I think that the center panel just makes it easier because it is like more secure for the tag instead of being loose at the top or bottom. I'm actually going to angle that tag just a little bit. Okay, we got the dimensionals on there, holding it in tight. Move all my stuff out of the way for the big reveal. The Interlocking Gatefold card featuring the Season of Green and Gold, a new online exclusive suite that is so festive and fun for the holidays. Thank you so much to Janet Casto for her inspiration using the Take to the Sky bundle. I know she found this one on Pinterest and cased it. And so thank you to the original designer who created this awesome card. Thank you to Janet for the inspiration. And I hope that my version has inspired you to try the interlocking Gatefold card tonight. We only made 2 cards, but I shared a whole lot more using this awesome new online exclusive offering, including a very festive card for our 4th of July holiday today. Oh my goodness gracious. This was so much fun. Thank you for stamping with me tonight. I hope that you feel inspired by all the cards that I shared, especially that last one that we worked so hard on. Thank you for your help in all the little details and getting that figured out. If you would like to shop the online exclusives, you can do that right now in my online store and get a $5 bonus day coupon for every $50 that you spend throughout the month of July. And then you can redeem those coupons in August. So shop online at juliedavison.com/shop. If you're interested in getting that iconic Celebrations designer paper as part of the 12 Days of Christmas gift box, check out more information at tinyurl.com/juliegiftbox. This is in the video description where I will be adding several tutorial links and the measurements for the card that I made tonight and all the supplies that I used on tonight's cards. Thank you guys for joining me, especially live on this holiday. I appreciate all of you. If you enjoyed tonight's video, give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future card making videos like Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie this week, featuring that brand new Changing Leaves hybrid bundle. I cannot wait to play with that over the next couple days and design a special card for you. So join us then noon on Sunday, and then next Tuesday on the 9th, we have our first summer Great Big Card Swap Showcase. The theme is summer in July, so I can't wait to share those cards that I've been receiving with you. Thank you again for being here, whether you're watching live or on the replay. I appreciate all of you so much. Oh, Joanne, first live. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were here for it. Have a fabulous holiday weekend, guys, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.